Elara was born with a sculptor's soul and a weaver's hands. She saw patterns in the air, textures in silence, and felt the weight of stories in forgotten threads. She dreamed of creating tapestries that spoke, fabrics that hummed with life. Her village, however, valued practicality over poetry. Elara, her mother would sigh, "A warm blanket is a blessing. A beautiful one is a luxury." She tried. For years, Elara wove simple, durable cloths. She spun yarn, strong enough for sails, and dyed wool in the drab colors of the earth. But at night, by the light of a flickering lamp, her fingers would dance with forgotten colors, the fiery orange of a setting sun, the deep violet of a twilight sky, the brilliant turquoise of a distant lake. She would weave tiny, hidden patterns into the corners of her practical work, a whisper of a star here, a hint of a flower there. These were her secrets, her silent rebellion. One harsh winter, a traveler arrived, weary and cold. The traveler was a historian, a keeper of ancient tales, but their clothes were tattered and thin. Elara's mother offered a thick, plain blanket. Elara, however, couldn't bear the sight. She pulled out a tapestry she had been working on in secret. It was a sprawling landscape woven from her hidden threads. A mountain peak kissed by the first light of dawn. A river flowing with silver and gold. A forest where every leaf held a different shade of green. It was impractical, sure, but it was also a story. It was hope. The traveler stared at the tapestry, not with the eyes of a person seeking warmth, but with the awe of someone seeing a masterpiece. "This," they said, their voice, hushed, "is the history of a soul. You didn't just weave a story. You captured a feeling." Word of the tapestry spread. People didn't come to Elara for blankets anymore. They came for the stories. They came for tapestries that celebrated births, mourned losses, and remembered heroes. They wanted a piece of the feeling she captured. Elara's village, once a place of quiet practicality, began to thrive on beauty. The strong, plain cloth was still woven, of course, but now it was a canvas for vibrant, meaningful borders. Elara's story became a legend. It wasn't about the fabric itself, but about what she dared to weave into it. She showed her community that the most valuable things aren't always the most practical. Sometimes, the most important thing you can create is a piece of your heart, a flicker of hope, or a reminder that even in the quietest corners, a beautiful story is waiting to be told.